Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears, and I am here today with a super fun new video. We are going on a Skyliner crawl. What's a Skyliner crawl, you might ask? Well, just like the monorail crawl, which we'll link that video for you, it's when you take the Skyliner to all the resorts that are connected by it, and you stop and you get a cocktail and you get a snack at each one, and it's so much fun. So there's new resorts for us to explore doing a Skyliner crawl. I'm really excited. Let's get to it. The Disney Skyliner connects several resorts together. It connects Pop Century and Art of Animation to value resorts. They share a station. Then the central hub is at Caribbean Beach. From there you can go to Disney's Riviera Resort, and then onwards to the backside of Epcot, where you've got Disney's Yacht, Beach, Boardwalk, and Swan and Dolphin. Since Art of Animation or Pop Century are value resorts, they don't have a lot of areas to choose from. They both just have one food court, and then they have a pool bar as well. So what I'm gonna do is go grab something inside Landscape of Flavors, which is Art of Animation's food court. If you're over at Pop Century, it's called Everything Pop. And then I'm gonna head to the drop-off, which is the pool bar here. It's called Petals over at Pop Century. Landscape of Flavors is one of my favorite quick service cafeteria style restaurants at the resorts. I do think they've got a lot of more unique options that you're not going to find other places. However, for the purposes of this, because I know we're going to be eating a lot today, I have my eye on the pastry case, and I'm going to start this thing off dessert first, because you got to live your life, you know? You're on vacation. Live your dreams. What my eye is on is that. That's a s'mores cookie. Got my s'mores cookie. I'm gonna pay for this here and then head out to the pool bar where I'm gonna get my cocktail to go with it. So the drop-off is kind of a classic Disney pool bar. They're gonna have a lot of the same things that you can get at most Disney pool bars, like the Frosé and the Pina Colada. They do have a few featured cocktails though, which is fun. And of course it's a full bar, so you can get anything you want. Also have a pretty decent beer selection, as well as a couple wines, and you can get some snacks out here if you don't want something sweet from inside. Maybe get some cheese curls or a pretzel while you're out here. I decided to go with the Big Blue Ocean, which is a signature beverage that you can only get here at the drop-off. It's vodka, rum, blue curacao, lemonade, and it's got a glow cube in there, because I'm very much a when in Rome or when in the Big Blue World, I guess. I like to drink a signature cocktail. It's good to know the other featured cocktail is rum and pineapple soft serve, which is basically a boozy Dole Whip, so if that's more your style. But it's good to note too that there are fun non-alcoholic drinks here. They do have soft serve ice cream as well. They can do smoothies and things. So if you want to do this with the whole family, you absolutely can, and it's really fun because it's on the Skyliner. All right, now I'm gonna show you why this cookie is so phenomenal. It's just a big chocolate chip cookie. It's got some graham cracker crumblies on top, a little chocolate drizzle, but watch this. Oh, yeah. Let's make sure it's as good as I remember it. You can see now why I had to go sweet while I was here. They usually have this cookie at Pop Century too, should you choose to stop there. But it's marshmallowy goodness. It's a really good chocolate chip cookie. And it's so rich because of all the it's giant. You can definitely share this as a good sweet way to kick off or end, depending which way you go on this monorail crawl. Ooh, starting this thing off right with that. I like it because if you've watched me, you know I don't really like sweet drinks. And because of the lemonade, it's got a tartness to it instead of just a sickly sweetness. So yeah, it's a pretty simple but pretty good cocktail. As always, if you don't want the glow cube, you can ask them to remove it and it'll be a few dollars less. But yeah, I'm a fan of that. It's not too bad. Wrapped up spot number 1, so headed to the Skyliner station. If you really want to get crazy, you could go to Pop Century too, but there's a lot of really good spots. The menus at Pop Century and Art of Animation aren't as great as some of the other locations, and we're already going to be going to the International Gateway where you could double up there, like you could quadruple What's the 5? Because you got Yacht Beach, Boardwalk, Swan, and Dolphin. So whatever the 5 version is. So if you're gonna multiply, I would recommend doing it at International Gateway, not at the Pop Art of Animation section. An important thing to note when you're doing a crawl is that you're probably not going to be able to park at the Disney resorts if you're not staying there. That is just a rule that they have. So my recommendation would be to take an Uber or a Lyft to wherever you want to start, or if you've got park tickets and free parking at Epcot or Hollywood Studios, you could park there and then Skyliner over to get started. But just keep that in mind while you're planning. Probably the easiest thing to do is just grab an Uber to wherever you want to start. The shared station for Pop Century and Art of Animation is right in the middle of Hourglass Lake, and we are about to board the Skyliner and get to Caribbean Beach for our next stop.
Welcome aboard. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot International Gateway.
If you can't tell, that's a giant Ursula painting
We
out
are
the
now
window.
gliding over.
I love the Skyliner. I've said that in every video I've written it in. I think it's so much fun, and it's obviously a cooler day today, so there's a nice breeze coming through, but I have found, even on a warmer day, as long as you're moving, there's a nice breeze. So it's a really quick flight from Art of Animation Pop Century over to Caribbean Beach, like less than 5 minutes as long as all goes well, and that is our next stop. Caribbean Beach is actually the hub of the Skyliner, so from there you also have the Hollywood Studios line and then the Epcot line, which stops at Riviera. So we are headed into the Skyliner's house. If you need a coffee on your Skyliner crawl, there's a Joffrey's here that opened up with the Skyliner, and they have a special toffee flight latte, which you can only get right here. It's got little toffee crumbles on it, but if you need your caffeine fix while you're doing this, it's a good spot. When you get off at Caribbean Beach, there's a couple places you can go, but the main spot is over at Old Port Royale. That is where the main pool and dining area is for Caribbean Beach, and that's where we're headed. It is a bit of a hike from the Skyliner station to Old Port Royale, but just follow the signs, you'll follow the path, and then it's down that way where you can see the pirate-themed pool from here. So it's about a 5 or so minute walk. But just follow the signs, and I promise. This is probably not the one you want to do last, because, you may get lost after 4 other stops. Captain's log. It's been years since we set out on this mission. Good thing I have that s'mores cookie to fuel me and my walk to Banana Cabana, which is not only fun to say, but shall be fun to dine at. But should I not make it on this quest, send my love. To quote my dear friend, Princess Tiana, we're almost there. Just gotta walk around the pool, and we will be at Banana Cabana, which is arguably the most fun resort pool bar name on Disney property. We made it! We are at Banana Cabana, which is Caribbean Beach's pool bar. Not only is it a bar you can walk up and order drinks to bring with you to the pool, but they actually have full service dining here. They've got different appetizers, sandwiches, everything's gonna have that fun Caribbean flavor infused. It is on the dining plan. It's considered a full service though, so keep that in mind. But I'm here for a cocktail and an appetizer. Banana Cabana. And just to say the name over and over again, Banana Cabana. What I love about Banana Cabana is there's all kinds of fun seating. There's benches. There's some over there that actually look like swings. There's this big table. And then you can also sit at the bar, so do whatever tickles your fancy. Banana Cabana does have some of the classic Disney poolside cocktails, but they also have a lot of their own featured ones. Unsurprisingly, a lot of them are rum-based because we are in the Caribbean, of course. They even have a rum flight, if you want, that includes the Disney Select Barrel Rum, which is made just for Disney, so that's fun. And then when it comes to not food, more alcohol. Oh wait, there's food. They've got wings, they've got loaded sweet potato fries, salad, sandwiches, all kinds of delicious stuff, as well as beer, wine, and fun non-alcoholic drinks. After speaking with the bartender, I am going for the Goombay Smash, because I wanted to try something with the Disney Select rum, and then it's also got coconut rum, dark rum, sweet and sour, and pineapple juice. Here it is. Very cute. And 3 different rums, so there you go. Here we go. Ooh. So pineapple's not actually my first choice of flavor, but once again, when in the Caribbean, you gotta have the Caribbean flavors, and obviously pineapple's very tropical. What I am liking though, it's not as sweet as a lot of pineapple drinks because there are 3 different kinds of rum in there. It is balancing out the sweetness of the pineapple. So if you're not a pineapple fan at all, you probably still won't like this, but it's a very good tropical beverage. And there's a lot of those to choose from here, so you really can't go wrong. For an appetizer, went with the loaded sweet potato fries, which come with fresh pico de gallo and cotija cheese. And then you get to choose your protein. You can do pulled pork, braised beef brisket, or the jerk chicken, which is what I've selected because I love jerk chicken. And there's a lot of entrees with that on there here at Banana Cabana. But I also love fries, so this seems like it's going to be the best of 2 things I love. The jerk chicken is cold, which I was not expecting, but I love that fresh pico de gallo. I love cotija cheese.
You have a good day.
And there's a lot of good flavor in that. Definitely a good shareable app. I'm very into this. So this is a really fun, savory option. Ooh, there's a little heat there. Just a hint of sweet because of the sweet potato fries. Well done. Finished up at Banana Cabana. There's the Skyliner. And there's the Riviera Resort, so it'd probably be faster to walk, but this is a Skyliner crawl, so I'm going back to the Skyliner station to take it over there. Beginning the long trek back to the Skyliner station, fueled by delicious jerk chicken and Disney signature rum. We've made it back. Somehow, it seemed faster walking back here than it did to the Banana Cabana. I'm sure the cocktail had nothing to do with it. Back at the Caribbean Beach station, and now we are going to jump on the line that will take us to Epcot, but it stops at the Riviera Resort, which coincidentally is also my next stop. The good thing about the Skyliner is that even if there's a decently looking long line, it moves really quickly because unless there's a quick delay for anything, they are consistently moving, so it goes really fast, so don't be deterred if you see a long line.
Welcome aboard, Islanders. You are on the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with continuing flights to Epcot.
The Riviera station is unique in that you don't have to get off like you would at Art of Animation Pop Century or at Caribbean Beach. The Riviera Resort, if you don't want to go there, if you want to keep going to Epcot, just stay seated and it'll whip you around the station and then send you onwards to Epcot. However, of course, we're doing a Skyliner crawl, so we had to get off. Disney's Riviera Resort is Disney's newest resort. It actually opened up less than a week ago from when I'm filming this. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a DVC resort, but anybody can stay there. I have a whole video covering Riviera. We'll link it for you. I actually also have a whole video covering the boardwalk and Caribbean Beach and Art of Animation. So we'll link all of those for you in case you want to explore more of these resorts that I've been visiting today. Inside the Riviera Resort, you've got a couple options of where you want to go. Hit more than one if you want to, but you've definitely got some really solid options. One of them is on the ground level, which is Bar Riva, which is their pool bar. And if you watch my Riviera video, you know it's unlike any normal pool bar you're going to see at Walt Disney World. They have amazing drinks. A lot of the wines and the liquors have been imported from Europe. They house make their own syrups. They've got some really tasty nachos like Monte Cristo. They've got a baked brie, really good wings. That's a great option. You can also come to Le Petit Café, which is on the second floor lobby. Starting at 4 o'clock, it switches over from a coffee bar to a cocktail lounge. So they'll have wine, beer, spirits, as well as some charcuterie boards and things of that nature. Spoiler alert, about to get. And then you can also go up to Topolino's Terrace, which is the 10th floor restaurant, the rooftop restaurant here. However, you can't go up there and sit on the outside deck and just have a cocktail. You either need to sit on the lounge, which is inside, and then you could go outside and order another cocktail, or be having dinner there, and then you could order a pre or post dinner cocktail. But you can't go up there and just sit on the lounge and have a cocktail without going to one of the other locations. That said, those are 3 great places that you could come when you're at Riviera on your Skyliner crawl. As you can see, There isn't an abundance of seating here in Le Petit Cafe. Of course, you could take things out to the lobby, but you can also go into the Voyagers Lounge, which is right next door. It's this really cool library-themed room. They've got a bunch of Walt artifacts, like an original Mickey doll, notes he wrote and things, a lot of books. Unfortunately, the books are stuck to the wall. But they also have games in here like checkers and dominoes, so it's a really fun atmosphere to have a cocktail and a little snack. Here is the specialty drink menu. They've got beer, hard water, cider. You're going to notice they've got some French beers up there and some Italian beers like Kronenberg and Moriarty. They've also got some specialty cocktails as well as some vino. Le Petit Cafe starting at 4 o'clock. They'll also have menus around the cafe and the Voyagers Lounge, and you could actually order with a server like a regular lounge. So taking a look, they have some small offerings, cheese plate charcuterie and things, as well as specialty cocktails. Whoop, whoop. Specialty cocktails. And they have a good selection of spirits, so you can do like a classic spirit if you want, but they have that available as well. And then, like it said on the sign, beer, hard cider, wine. They still do coffee now, they just don't have the menu out, but you can still do all the lattes and things. They have some listed here in this menu though. And then they have a mocktail as well. Here are all the goodies ordered at Le Petit Cafe. There's a charcuterie. It's got some meats, crackers, olives, almonds, some of the salmon spread. There's also the cheese plate with all the accoutrement, the honeycomb. Looks like a little fig spread. Again, olives and almonds. And for my cocktail, I'm trying the Euro Cosmo, which is Grey Goose, Limon, Cointreau, Cranberry, and Lime, as recommended by the bartender. First things first, I'm gonna try this Cosmo. That is so good. I love a Cosmo. Had them before on videos, but it's got that tartness from the lime. And I like that it's Grey Goose lemon, which adds a little tartness, but then it's balanced nicely by the sweetness of the cranberry. So, is it the most exotic cocktail I've ever had? No. But is it delicious? Will I want another one at some point? Absolutely. So far, this meat and cheese board has been a really good variety. There's a little bit of blue, a little bit of brie, a little bit of a harder Italian cheese like a Parmesan Reggiano. There's a couple of meats. The thing I was most interested though is this salmon spread, which you can order on its own and it'll come on little crostinis, or there's a little container of it on the meat plate. I'm a little nervous because I don't love seafood, but I'm gonna try it. That's actually really not bad. It's got a good, like I want to say it's got some red onion and some chive in there. So that's actually quite nice, and that's a little bit of something different to put on a meat and cheese board. But of course, these are very shareable. It's like a create your own adventure tale. They've got fresh honeycomb, olives, an almond little cake spread thing. So there's a lot of accoutrement to it, and it's just quite a good charcuterie. Finished up at Riviera. So far, this is my favorite stop along the Skyliner crawl, but of course, it's a meat and cheese board. Loves that drink. Can't really go wrong with that. But now we're back going towards the Skyliner because we've got one more stop. Walking through the Skyliner tunnel here, you have those gorgeous Tangled and Peter Pan mosaics. They are the best. This is when you want to stop and have your Instagram moment on your Skyliner crawl. Because seriously, how stunning are these? Good to note about the Riviera Skyliner, if you go this way, you're going to head back to Caribbean Beach, which is how you'd get to Hollywood Studios. However, if you go around this way, that is how you will get on the line going towards Epcot. And don't worry, there's a friendly cast member stationed there to make sure you're going where you need to go and you're not getting on the wrong Skyliner line, which could be dreadful if you are trying to get to, say, Hollywood Studios at park opening to get on Rise of the Resistance.
All right, this way, guys.
We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive. This roadway and the city of Lake Buena Vista.
So the ride from Riviera to Epcot is the longest ride you're going to do the whole time. It's like maybe 10 minutes, but it's also the highest point you're going to do. So this is when, if you're scared of heights, just don't look down and you'll be fine. But you go through the turn station, which is really fun, where it flips you and it heads you down past the boardwalk and over to the back side of it.
If you are planning to visit World Showcase today, now might be a good time to practice your olas, ni haos, and konnichiwas. We hope you enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
Made it to the International Gateway. This is definitely where you have the most options when it comes to your Skyliner crawl spot. You could go to the Abracadabra bar on the boardwalk, which I love so much. There's also tons of other places you could go on the boardwalk. If it's late enough, you could go to Jelly Rolls or Atlantic Dance Hall. You could go to the Swan and Dolphin. There's several great places there. You could go to the lounges at the Yacht and Beach Club, like Ale and Compass, Martha's Vineyard Cruise Club. You could go to the outdoor bar, Hurricane Hannah's. There are tons of options here, so you can really customize your Skyliner crawl and make it your own. And I'm going to take us somewhere that we have not been yet in an All Ears video, and I'm very excited about it. We just made it to the Yacht Club, and we are headed to the Cruise Cup Lounge, which is located near Yachtsman Steakhouse. I've talked about it before, but a lot of times you can get really good food at the lounges inside the resorts. Not just new resorts like Riviera, but your classics like Yacht Club, Beach Club. I love the lounge over at Wilderness Lodge. Really, Animal Kingdom Lodge, another one of my favorites. Really, really good food. So that's what we're headed to get right now at the Cruise Club. They open at 4:30. It's mostly a tapas menu. They have a few entrees, different than at Yachtsman, but it's located right next to it. And here we go. Taking a look at the menu, they've got a couple signature items like that pull-apart bread, a lobster bisque. They've got a special burger here, a yacht dog. You can also, if you want to get a full steak, grab that prime rib. But my eye went to the prime rib sliders, which I have heard are absolutely fabulous. As far as your cocktail menu goes, they do have a couple of Florida draft beers, which I like. But besides that, it's basically your classic Disney bar menu. However, I talked to the bartender and she said they have a maple old fashioned, which is their signature item, and the only signature item they have here. So I've got one of those coming. Here's the maple old fashioned, and according to the bartender, it comes and goes. It sells out quick, so we are lucky they had them. It's Old Forester bourbon and bitters and maple syrup, but what makes it special is they've got barrels like this one. This is just a little one that they age it in these oak barrels for several weeks before the cocktail is ready. So they make it all here, and then you've got a signature cocktail that you can't get anywhere else. Confirmed 6 weeks they aged this bad boy, so I'm really excited. I love a bourbon cocktail. Oh. So good. It's got the sweetness from the bourbon as well as the maple syrup.
That's what he could do.
That is so good. It's not super bourbony, so if you're like new to bourbon, this may be a good drink for you to try, but that's amazing. That's probably my favorite drink that I've had on the Skyliner crawl all day long. Also, major props to any lounge who's going to give me some of this amazing snack mix. They used to have it at Meisner's before it became Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian, but it's got that wasabi pea and the honey roasted peanuts and the cheese thing, so it's like the sweet, salty, spicy deliciousness. If you look at this sign behind the bar, it says, only at Cruise Cup, they've got 22-ounce beer signs and then the maple old fashioned I'm drinking. So, two great signatures. Here are those prime rib sliders. They come with a creamy horseradish and an au jus dipping sauce. They are on the Yachtsman signature garlicky rolls. And look at that meat. Our amazing bartender just brought us roasted garlic and butter, which is what comes with the rolls when you order them by themselves, and straight horseradish, because she knows what's up. So definitely ask for those things to go with it, because I have a feeling this is going to be amazing. Here's my slider. I dipped it in a little of the au jus and the creamy horseradish.
Doesn't matter to me. I can do it.
Oh my goodness. I thought Riviera had this in the bag, but then the Yacht Club just took the crown of the best spot on the Skyliner crawl. Oh my goodness. Those are amazing. The bread is freshly baked. Such high quality meat. Loving the au jus. I'm gonna get all this real horseradish and put some of this roasted garlic on it. Make sure you ask for that roasted garlic. That's amazing. Yeah. Yacht Club, congratulations. You win the Skyliner crawl. These are amazing. Absolutely worth stepping out of Epcot for a snack. Wow. Record scratch. I know you thought we were done with our Skyliner crawl. We already did a stop here at the Epcot Resorts area, but a place just reopened and we've got to go check it out. It's Beaches and Cream at the Beach Club. This is an old-fashioned inspired ice cream soda shop, so they have patty melts and burgers and amazing ice cream. So if you want to end your Skyliner crawl on a sweet treat, this is the place to do it. So Beaches and Cream has both a sit-down restaurant that I do recommend getting reservations at because it is very, very popular. They do have a counter that's first come, first serve, but still, it's very popular. But they also have a walk-up window where you can just walk up, order some ice cream, order some drinks, and that's how you could end your monorail crawl. Really, really fun. Looking at the Beaches and Cream menu, they do have soda, and then they can add a flavor into it to make it really like you're at a soda shop. And then they've got adult floats and shakes, so those have all got liquor of some kind in them, which is fun. Then you've got all the things hot off the grill, your classics, a patty melt, a burger. They've got tots now, grilled cheese. And then, of course, dessert is why you come here, so they've got fresh apple pie. They've got new cookie fries that are like biscotti cookies with different dipping sauces. And probably most importantly, the ice cream part of this. All kinds of root beer floats, ice cream, shakes, malts, sundaes. They are known for the kitchen sink, which is that gigantic ice cream with that literally serves 4 and has a whole can of whipped cream on top of it. Every topping in the restaurant on there. And then they've got some other classic sundaes. So this is definitely a must visit when you're at Disney, especially the Beach Club area. I had to get some of the new tots at Beaches and Cream. So their signature before they closed was the sock hop fries, which was the beer cheese on fries. But this is the sock hop tots plus chili, and they've got some red onion and green onion on there. And they've got several different options of tots. It starts with your basic, which is just the cheese and the tot, and then they get crazier from there. I love a melty cheese. I love chili. Look at that. Yep. That's amazing. It's got this creamy cheese sauce. Chili's got a lot of good flavor. It's got beans in it. Walt Disney's one of his favorite food was chili, so I love eating chili on property. It just makes me feel like I'm connecting with Walt somehow weirdly. The tots are nice and crispy. A delightful, shareable, or not, won't judge you, side for the table. Love that red onion too. I decided to come in for an ice cream sundae. This is called the No Way Jose, and it's 3 scoops of ice cream, peanut butter sauce, hot fudge, whipped cream, chocolate and peanut butter chips, and of course, a cherry on top. I literally want to bathe in this peanut butter sauce. It is so creamy and delicious. So delicious. You can swap out the ice cream flavors on any of the sundaes, like this one came with vanilla and chocolate. If you prefer any of the other flavors they have here, absolutely swap those out. You can also make smaller versions of the sundaes. They have single, double, triple scoop sundaes that you can customize yourself. So if you don't want a 3 scoop No Way Jose, just tell your server you want a 1 scoop or a 2 scoop, and they'll make sure to get the right toppings on there for you. But yeah, this is some of the best ice cream at Disney. You can get that iconic kitchen sink, which actually has 8 scoops of ice cream in it, and every topping, and a whole can of whipped cream. That's a really fun one with a big group. But well, ice cream's a good way to end a Skyliner crawl, in my opinion. So sorry to derail us from the rest of the crawl, but I just thought this would be the cherry on top. Hopefully you had fun in this video. Thank you for joining me on my first ever Skyliner crawl. I think this is such a fun non-park day activity. Definitely let me know if you plan to do this in the comments. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. And until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.